It's your boy Warlow back with another My Team video, and we are going to discuss the pack leaks for tomorrow because they did leak last week, but we're going to get a full detailed discussion on who you should hope to get, and we're also going to reveal who the not deal of the day is. Well, deal of the day technically is Cam Reddish, even though he's in the he's in the game modes. But literally, tell me how many Cam Reddishes you got from Triple Threat or from these game modes, because I have legitimately gotten more Dark Matters or seen more Dark Matters than I have Cam Reddish. I only got a Cam Reddish one time. But let's look at the pack deal real quick, then we're going to get into the other stuff. The pack deal is LeBron James. This was the one that I legitimately quick sold. Now, that LeBron does have a different player model, so if you like that player model, be my guest, but I'm just being honest with you, that deal is not it. Like, you're not even getting point guard Bron. You're not even getting the point guard eligible one or shooting guard, or like, I'm not seeing it with it. I think the deal's pretty mediocre, to be quite honest. $20, like, that card, what's crazy, this Dark Matter LeBron would be so much cheaper in any other year there was a market, but yeah, it is not worth it. Do not buy this deal. This deal is absolutely garbage, just being honest. But we're gonna discuss, unless, like, I don't even care if you missed out on LeBron. If you missed out on LeBron, just honestly try to work your way to collector level, because I feel like you're on this game, you most likely, unless you're new, but even then it's like, bro, $20 for this LeBron James is just, he's not even a great LeBron. He can't play point guard. So it's like, just a no-no. Just like do collector level, because collector level you can guarantee yourself LeBron. And I know it's a grind, but if you've been keeping up, I mean, at least if you spend more, you're guaranteed it at the end. Like, that's at least a good thing. At the very minimum, you're guaranteed it. So yeah, I'm just not seeing it personally with, I'm just not seeing it. But we're gonna go look at the leaked cards that we got revealed to us last week, but we'll discuss it again because some of y'all might have missed it or didn't see it. So yeah, no, it might, we might not see it as much, but we're gonna put on screen 1, 2, 3, and bam. So this is what leaked out. It was Steve Smith, Patrick Ewing, Deron Williams, Gary Payton, and Vin Baker. Now, hear me out on Vin Baker. We can look at Vin Baker in game right now. Let's look at Vin Baker. I'll pull him up in the background a little bit, so we can see a player model a little bit. But Deron Williams is gonna stink. I think he has a different release from his previous cards. I could be wrong. I think he does, but it's like Deron Williams is just not, like, ain't he like 6'1"? No, he's 6'3". He's 6'3". Okay, 6'3", but he has Kimba. Like, I remember his release. His release is more of a catch and shoot release in this, like, day of age of my team, and that's just not good enough. I'm just being real. Like, that is not good enough at this stage in the game, having a catch and shoot jumper as a 6'3" guard. That's just not gonna get it done at this stage. It's just not getting it done. So Deron Williams, in my opinion, is pretty mediocre, to say the least. Just very mediocre. If you get Deron Williams, I feel bad for you. It'll be maybe a little fun for you if you're a Jazz fan, but if you're not a Jazz fan, then he still has a good catch and shoot release, but it's just not it. But next we got Vin Baker. So let's look at Vin Baker's player build in the game real quick. So we got Vin Baker real quick. Okay, his player build could be a little better, and that's the release. So they're gonna change his release. How good they make Vin Baker? I think Vin Baker has a chance to be the best card in the drop overall, just because he's so random. They're not going to keep Vin Baker with this garbage shot. At least I hope so. Like, I just don't see him keeping this garbage shot on Vin Baker. I just don't see it. I feel like they're going to have to improve it. So I think Vin Baker is going to be solid. So I think you should look forward to him. We'll see when they update the database. But I'll be really surprised if Vin Baker doesn't come out. If Vin Baker's not good tomorrow. I'll be really surprised. But next up we got Patrick Ewing, and we all saw with Tyrese, right, which gave us hope a little bit, is that they're updating releases again, even on cards that have their own base, which is fire, to say the least. So Patrick Ewing, I am guaranteeing this, like how I guarantee Tyrese. He will get a updated base, and he's gonna hoop. I think that Patrick Ewing's going to be very good. Because you remember the Dark Matter Ewing? I felt like people hated him more than he really deserved. He was actually a solid center power forward. And he could do it behind the back. So he's going to get a great behind the back. He's likely to have a great jumper. I'm high on Patrick Ewing a little bit. I wish his wingspan's a little low at 7'3", but he's going to be decent. He has a nice player build. Patrick Ewing, I'll be really surprised if he is not good in my team next week. I'll be really surprised. Really, next week. I mean tomorrow. Tomorrow. Next up, we got Steve Smith. He can't play point guard, which is interesting. Could he play point guard last year? Because I feel like him not having ability to play point guard at this stage in the game is kind of stupid. But even Steve Smith, I mean, he couldn't play point guard last year. They need to bring back this Steve Smith. Holla holla. Y'all remember this Steve Smith LaMelo Ball base? They need to bring back this Steve Smith. They need to bring back God tier Trae Young, Faye, bro. That's what we need to see tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to do that. I do not know if 2K has the balls to literally do that. If they have the balls to do that, I don't know. Maybe they don't. To bring back the GOAT Steve Smith. But even then, he's only going to be a 6'6" guard at this point. Which, I mean, actually 6'8" guard that can't play point guard, which is a issue. If he doesn't have anything changed, it's not that KCP's release is bad. It's just not, with upper isn't that crazy. So if he has the same sig, just has juice sig, same jump shot, he's just going to be average. You're not going to want him. He's 200 pounds, going to have a small player build. He's not going to do enough on the court, so hopefully he gets his jumper change. If he doesn't, I wouldn't really want Steve Smith. I'm just being honest. Next up, we got Grant Hill on it. Now, Grant Hill, you wish that he could play point guard because it's just Grant Hill. Grant Hill typically never has a great jump shot in the game. I mean, I thought he was able to play point guard one year. Maybe not last year in 2K22. I think Hill was able to play point guard, right? Yeah. He wasn't actually. He wasn't. He never was a point guard. Okay, so he's just never a point guard, which is interesting. But Grant Hill actually, I use a collector level. He is not bad. He's actually was good, but that was for his time. This Jared Vanderbilt and Kuzma upper is just not going to be it in July. If they don't change this jump, there's a lot of jumpers in this set, even lastly, and they're not going to change everybody's. I don't think he gets a jumper change personally. I don't think they're going to update Grant Hill. I'll be really surprised if they do. But Grant Hill, I feel like it's going to be underwhelming because that release is just not holding up at this stage in the game. And he already had juice dribble sig, so it's not what else can you really go with this card? He has Pro Free Fade, which is the best fade in the game in my personal opinion. Pro 2 Leaner, there's not much to go with this card really, other than jump shot. So if they don't change the jump shot tomorrow, we look at it, jump shot still the same. Just don't honestly act like you're not going to want to pull this card. So I'm not that high on Grant Hill, really. I'm higher with Steve Smith than I am Grant Hill. I have more hope with that. I really doubt he's going to get outdated. Next, we got Gary Payton. I feel like he needs a new shot, too. There's so many guards that need a new shot in this dang release. Now, Gary Payton, right? Gary Payton, his release is not it. I'm just, it's, usable to a degree, but we already had Gary Payton on very quick since, April. He's most likely going to keep his same jumper because it's Gary Payton. I doubt they're going to update it, but, he's just going to get Kyrie. He's going to be the good defensive guard. He's going to have great defense, right? Every defensive edge. He's only 6'4", so that only caps him at so many abilities. And he's literally, normal laner. He's probably going to keep normal laner and have juice sigs. It's not going to be enough for Gary Payton. 6'7" wingspan. He's going to be decent. Not decent. He's going to be mid. I'm just being honest. Gary Payton, if you don't change the jumper, there's really nothing you can do with this card. Sure, if you're OKC fan, you'll like the card because he'll be juiced up sig-wise, but for most people, you're not going to want Gary Payton from this drop, just being honest with you. And did we miss anybody? I don't think we did, but I think we reviewed everybody. So the guys you're going to really want is Vin Baker and Patrick Ewing, most likely. And I think Grant Hill and Steve Smith are going to be on that mid, and then Gary Payton and Deron Williams are going to be absolute garbage. That's just my personal opinion how I think it's going to go. Let me know in the comment section you agree, disagree, and make sure to check out my other videos right there. And see you on the next My Team video.